Alright, so this is a test live stream. I haven't done live streams on YouTube in a while. I haven't done live streams on anything actually in a little bit, but I figured I would test some things out on here to see how things are going. If you guys are new here, my name's John, but as you guys probably know, you can tell that from the YouTube name now. And if you guys have been here for a while, welcome to John Cesar's YouTube channel, formerly known as For the Classical Guitarist. I made the official switch to change it to my name. It was something I've been toying around with for quite a bit, and I ultimately decided on it just on a whim a few days ago, because I didn't want to feel as though I was limited to making the kind of content that I was making. Now, of course, the content I don't think is going to change. I don't have any reason why it would change. I guess in hindsight you could say I'm still making content for the classical guitarist, but I'm making content also for myself, a classical guitarist. So it's the same thing. But yeah, that's the general gist of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. If you guys hate it, I'm sorry. If you guys love it, I'm for it. Thank you. But yeah, I have a lot of ideas of things I want to put out on the channel and things I want to try to be doing with this channel now that I have the freedom to not be reliant on feeling like it has to be content centered around just one thing. Just be things that I'm doing, things that I'm making, things that I want to share. So that's all. I'm going to play a little bit of music to kind of see how it's going. Talk in the chat, say hello. Give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think about the channel. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about that. And yeah. Alright, let's bring this light up a bit. Ah, there we go. Hey guys, how's it going? Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Watching. Let me look at some of these comments. Thank you so much, Luke, Joshua, Speed, Miss Super Speed. Shoot. Emilio, hey, what's up? So Emilio, I mean, you've been following me for a bit. Recently I decided to change the name to my name. Something I've been toying with for the last, like, honestly, like, few years. Probably a year-ish and a half or so, I guess, more likely. But I just one day did it. I think it's something I'm going to keep. I don't think I'm going to change it back for any reason. One thing I said earlier in the stream is just, like, I want to be able to utilize more things. I don't want to feel like I'm limited to this one kind of content. You know, I have other video ideas I want to do, and I feel like it'd be a shame to, like, limit it to just this, like, one area of things, right? So, I mean, people hopefully watch my videos for me. They're used to seeing my face. It's not like a channel like Tone Base, where it's like a different theme, different teachers, different things. So I figured, why not? It's me making the videos, and all that. And honestly, at the same time too, probably my big debate is just, like, what even is classical guitar, right? I mean, honestly, I don't even know. Amelia, I have a lot of respect and also interest. So I watched, like, most of your DMA lecture, not the one that was back in the spring, I think, just about, like, Mexican classical guitar music, and, like, where does that line even get drawn, you know? Because, like, the stuff I'm playing now, is that classical guitar music or is it not, right? Me playing it as someone with degrees in classical guitar, does that make it more classical guitar music than it was before? Or is it not? And, like, if so, if yes, if no, why, right? So yeah, what I just played, guys, for those of you who don't know, is a piece called Carnaval de Arequipa, which is a city in Peru. And Carnaval is, like, a type of dance that is done during carnivals, you could assume, but it's mostly played by bands in the streets. Things like trumpets, drums, saxophone, trombone, tuba, and it's music that's, like, played in a very festive way for people to listen to, dance to, get to know. And it's something that that the one we heard is actually a medley of different things. It's not just that one song. It's a few various songs that we play during this time, this very lively and celebratory moment of this one town in Peru's celebration. And so it's a Carnival mashup of multiple songs that are being done. I'm gonna do a few things. I just did the Carnival. This is an arrangement of the national anthem of Peru, the Himno Nacional, as you would call it. This is arranged by in my opinion, one of the greatest Peruvian guitarists, honestly, of all time. This man named Ernesto Hermosa, who is, like, basically the on-call guitar player for, like, any, like, popular Peruvian music. He has a strong background in flamenco music, which you'll hear a little bit in this. And in my mind, he's just probably he's top call. You know, he's the equivalent of the guy who plays for Ed Sheeran or Taylor Swift or any major act, but for Peruvian music, he's really the top of the top for that kind of thing. right. That was the Himno Nacional by arranged by Ernesto Hermosa. Personally, one of my favorite things to listen to and play. I do not do that piece justice in the same way that as we would say, musica criolla guitarist would play. But I hope that you guys enjoy it. Pick an intermediate level piece for me to learn. I hate things that are like when people talk about levels and things, because it's like I don't even know what intermediate is. It's such a deep meaning. But honestly, if I had to give you an estimate, intermediate, I would say things in Suzuki book 4 or so. There's some stuff. Right, something like that. It's a waltz by I have to check. But it's a waltz that isn't too hard. It sounds harder than it is. So it's one of those like cool intermediate pieces that you can like impress your friends and family with. Even though it's not that hard, they're gonna love it. But let me look what it actually is. Book 4, book 5 is I think intermediate. Not because it's in the middle of the series, just because I think a lot of those pieces are very they're not too hard, but they sound good. It's called Waltz, the Messonnier Waltz, that's right. I'll have to check that out. Waltz by Messonnier. You can find the copy of it in Suzuki Book 5. It's song number 5 in the book. Great piece. Not too hard to learn. If you can do that, you can certainly learn some other things. Great way to work on your slurs, pull-offs, all that stuff. Alright, so I'm going to play one more thing and then probably practice. I'm probably going to actually practice a little bit. Okay, so this last one I'm going to play is a piece called Chincha, which is also a Peruvian piece in the style of musica criolla, but this one is a type of music called festejo, which is a lively dance. And a festejo is a dance that's felt in 6/8. You oftentimes hear the swing, but what makes a festejo really a festejo is there's the underlying bass line in the music. In this one, the bass line sounds something like this. So you're going to hear that bass line throughout the music. Let me back up a bit so you can see my hands, maybe a little better. And this one is a cool bass line. It's one you're going to hear throughout the piece. And Chincha is a region of Peru down by the coast in the more like deserty area. So totally different from where we were in which was like more like the cityscapes of the country. Or the first piece I played, which was a piece from Arequipa, which is through the mountains into another part of it, where that more like indigenous culture is still having strong influence, even though it is a city in that region. So Chincha is by a guitarist called Andres Prado, who is more or less a jazz guitar player, and he, in my opinion, is again one of the best of their. He's more of a jazz player, but let me know what you guys think. This is Chincha by Andres Prado. Hear the bass line? Thank you. Yeah, it is very fun to play. It's fun once you get the groove down. It's really fun to be able to play this and give it some life, you know. But yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I might have a plan to try to do more live streaming on YouTube, talk about music and guitar and lessons and things. That's the other thing too. I want this channel to kind of become more of I want this channel to become more of like my life, right? So for those of you guys who don't know, I am a guitarist, classical guitarist, I think. Playing non-classical type music. I have some classical pieces that I'm trying to keep up and learn and perform. But also I'm a teacher, you know. I teach about 35 to 45 students a week. I teach a few group classes as well. And I want this site to be, or this channel to be about teaching, you know. I want it to be about things that I actually do in my life, right? Things that I face with students, things that people actually end up really dealing with as teachers, as performers, as musicians. Yeah, it is a lot of students. It's tough. Honestly, managing my schedule is honestly the biggest pain. Because I have to be here, I have to be here, I have to be here. And yeah, that's just life as a teacher. I'm sure, Emilio, if you're still here, you can relate to that. But it's good, you know. It gives me a lot of chance to see and hear a lot of music. It's something I didn't always appreciate. I always was kind of like, oh, I don't want to do this thing again. But I've been trying to make a point to really just appreciate and just get to know, like, the music that these guys are listening to, right? Some of it's stuff I would never hear, and personally, besides a lot of these guys listen to really good music. So I'm trying to find the silver lining in all that. But yes, like I said, I'm going to probably go ahead and close out the stream soon. Those are really the only 3 pieces I'm working on. I have a few things I want to work on more. But if you guys are new here, just hanging out, subscribe, watch a video, like a video, stay tuned for more videos. Maybe I'll try to live stream every once a week, like Monday nights or something. My schedule is so tough because some nights I'm doing this, some nights I'm doing that, right? Like tomorrow I'm teaching from 7. I have lessons all the way up until 8:30. And my first lesson at 9 a.m. So I have breaks here and there and stuff, but a lot of straight through stuff too. So I don't know. If this YouTube thing picks up more, then maybe I'll be here more. Maybe I'll be able to do more with YouTube, right? I took it somewhat seriously, somewhat not seriously, on and off, but it is something I want to really dive more into, making more videos. So thank you for tuning in, hanging out, talking, asking questions. That means so much. Thank you, Odan Watson. And I'm going to log out now. Let me save the stream. First stream in a while I'm going to save, and maybe I can find a time to do weekly streams. Maybe every Wednesday at 11 or something like that. I'll let you guys know. Subscribe, vote in the community polls, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much. Talk soon.